Deep beneath the ocean, a young mermaid named Coral swims through a colorful reef. Her flowing blue hair drifts weightlessly, and her shimmering fins glisten in the sunlight filtering through the water. She looks up at the surface, longing in her eyes. The world above, I wonder what it's like. A small, chatty fish swims beside her, shaking its head. Why are you always staring up there? The ocean is beautiful. It is, but I want to see more. The sky, the stars, and humans. She reaches toward the surface, the rippling light reflecting in her curious eyes. Coral carefully peeks out from behind a rock formation near the shore. Humans are playing on the golden sand, their laughter drifting in the breeze. She watches in awe, fascinated by their world. They look so happy, so free. A young prince, Leo, rides by on horseback, his cape flowing behind him. He smiles warmly at the people, his presence commanding yet kind. Who is he? She leans in closer, not noticing the dark clouds gathering in the sky. Lightning cracks across the sky as a fierce storm batters the sea. A large ship struggles against the monstrous waves. On board, Prince Leo grips the railing, his face tense. We can't hold it. The storm's too strong. A wave crashes over the deck, knocking Leo into the churning water. No, Coral sees him sinking and, without hesitation, dives into the raging sea. I have to save him. She fights the powerful currents, reaching for him as he drifts deeper into the darkness. The storm has passed, and the beach is quiet. Coral gently lays Leo on the sand, brushing his wet hair from his face. She watches him, her heart pounding. You're safe now. She hums a soft, enchanting melody, her voice filled with magic. As the sun begins to rise, voices call from the cliffs. Prince Leo, there he is. Coral gasps and quickly retreats into the waves. Leo stirs just in time to see a shadow slipping beneath the water. Who? He touches his chest, the haunting melody still lingering in his heart. Deep within a dark underwater cave, glowing green lights flicker as Coral swims cautiously inside. A shadowy figure emerges, Morgana, the sea witch, with piercing eyes and a sly smile. Ah, the little mermaid with big dreams. You wish to be human, don't you? I just want to see his world. I can make it happen. But magic has a price. Your voice, dear one. A glowing vial appears in Morgana's hand, swirling with dark energy. Coral's hand trembles as she reaches for it, knowing this is her only chance. I'll do it. With a snap of Morgana's fingers, the spell begins. Coral drifts toward the shore, her body engulfed in shimmering magic. Suddenly, her tail vanishes, replaced by human legs. Pain surges through her, and she gasps, but no sound escapes her lips. Coral mouths words, but no voice comes out. The waves gently push her onto the beach, where she collapses, exhausted. She looks up at the sky, a mix of excitement and fear in her eyes. The morning sun warms the shore. Prince Leo walks along the beach when he spots Coral, her blue hair spread over the sand. He rushes to her side, concern in his eyes. Are you all right? Coral tries to speak but no words come. She nods instead, offering a shy smile. You must have had quite a night. Come, let's get you somewhere safe. He gently helps her up, unaware that he's taking in the presence of the very girl who saved him. Inside the grand palace, Coral stumbles as she tries to take her first steps. Leo laughs as he catches her, steadying her by the arms. Careful, it's like you've never walked before. Coral blushes, gripping his hand for support. She takes another shaky step, determined to fit into his world. You'll get the hang of it. Let me help you. He guides her through the marble halls, his kindness making her heart race. Days pass, and Coral and Leo grow closer. They walk through palace gardens, laugh by the fountain, and watch the stars together. One evening, Leo hands her a single blue flower. For you. I don't know why, but I feel like I've met you before. Coral smiles, touched but unable to tell him the truth. As he gazes at her, something stirs in his heart, the same melody from that fateful night. The grand hall is filled with dazzling guests. Coral watches as noblewomen approach Leo, each hoping to be chosen as his bride. She lowers her gaze, feeling out of place. Prince Leo, have you made your choice? Leo glances at Coral, conflicted. Before he can speak, a mysterious woman steps forward, Morgana, in disguise. My prince, it was I who saved you. Coral's eyes widen in horror as Leo turns toward the voice that has haunted his dreams. Morgana, disguised as a noblewoman, stands gracefully before Leo. Her stolen voice flows like music, enchanting everyone in the hall. Do you not recognize my voice, my prince? Leo's eyes widen, his heart pounding. Coral watches in silent despair, her hands trembling. It's you, the one who saved me? Morgana nods, feigning modesty. Coral shakes her head desperately, but Leo cannot hear her protest. The crowd murmurs, pushing Leo toward a decision. Coral feels her chance slipping away. Outside the ballroom, Coral sits alone by the palace fountain, tears brimming in her eyes. The stars above shimmer, but they offer no comfort. Coral, clutching her chest, silently sobbing, her animal friends from the sea, small fish and a curious crab, peek out from a fountain stream, concerned. We have to do something. That sea witch stole her voice, but how? She can't tell the prince the truth. Coral wipes her tears, determination replacing sorrow. She won't give up just yet. The next day, the castle is abuzz with preparations. Leo is set to announce his bride. Coral watches helplessly as Morgana stands beside him, triumphant. Prince Leo has chosen Lady Morgana. Before he can finish, Coral's animal friends leap onto the stage, knocking over Morgana's necklace. The glowing orb holding Coral's voice. It shatters, and a beautiful melody fills the air. Coral gasping, her voice returns. Leo, it wasn't her. I was the one who saved you. Leo's eyes widen in shock, the enchantment breaking. He stares at Coral, memories flooding back. Coral, it was you all along. Morgana's disguise fades as she snarls, furious at being exposed. Morgana's disguise shatters, revealing her true form, a dark, looming sea witch with glowing eyes. Gasps fill the room as lightning crackles around her. You dare defy me? Then you shall all suffer. She raises her hands, summoning giant waves from the sea. Coral and Leo cling to each other as the palace trembles. We have to stop her. Coral nods, stepping forward despite her fear. Morgana's magic swirls into a dark vortex, threatening to consume the palace. Coral stands tall, determination in her eyes. This ends now. She dives into the raging water, calling upon the ocean's magic. The sea responds, glowing around her as she rises with newfound power. Morgana laughs mockingly. Foolish girl, you are nothing without my spell. Coral closes her eyes, singing the melody that once saved Leo. The pure magic of her voice surges through the waves, breaking Morgana's power. Morgana shrieks as the ocean's magic turns against her. The dark waters drag her down, her power fading with each desperate scream. No, this cannot be. With one final wail, she vanishes into the depths. The storm ceases, and the sea calms once more. You did it, Coral. He reaches for her, but she suddenly gasps. Her legs are fading, her mermaid form returning. Coral stands at the water's edge, looking at Leo with sadness in her eyes. The spell is broken. I belong to the sea again. Leo takes her hands, unwilling to let go. But I love you, stay with me. Tears well in Coral's eyes. She loves him too, but she knows she cannot live on land forever. The ocean gently calls to Coral. The sea offers her a choice, to stay human or return home. The ocean is where I belong, but I will never forget you. Leo nods, his heart heavy, but he understands. And I will never forget you. She leans in, pressing a soft kiss to his forehead before stepping back into the waves. As Coral disappears beneath the sea, Leo watches with tears in his eyes. The ocean glows, carrying her away with love. She turns one last time, waving before vanishing into the deep. Goodbye, my little mermaid. The waves shimmer, as if whispering back to him. Back in the ocean, Coral swims freely, her heart full of love. She looks toward the surface, knowing Leo is there, thinking of her. Maybe one day, our worlds will meet again. The sun shines over the water, a promise that love never truly fades.